This time we are going to look at the highlighter, which is one of the first features I added to HexEdit. I got the idea when I saw the highlighter in Microsoft Word about 15 years ago. The HexEdit highlighter works very much like the Word one. It's available from the Edit menu or from the Edit toolbar. Just turn on the Edit toolbar, turn off the standard one. Like the Word, there are two ways to highlight. First, you can just select what you want to highlight and click the highlighter. I'll just clear that. And the other way is to not have anything selected and turn on the highlighter. Then everything you select automatically gets highlighted. You can also subtract from the highlighted bytes if everything you select is already highlighted. So if I want to create a hole in this highlight, I just do that. This can be very useful if you want to highlight a large block with a few holes in it. So if I select everything, then if I want to put some holes in it, the two buttons on the edit bar are to highlight, as we just saw, and to remove all highlights. Also, undo is fully supported, as always. There's also more options on the format toolbar, which I'll turn on now. You can see there's a drop-down list which allows you to go to the previous, next highlight. Oops. Just undo that. Go to the previous, and you can also turn off all highlights. Now if you hide the highlights, they're still there, but you just can't see them. Someone asked for this option, but I personally find it a bit confusing if you accidentally turn them off or you forgot you turned them off, so I try to avoid using that. Now, if you find the highlights distracting, you can actually change the color of the highlights to something less bright if you want to, using the options dialog. Go into the color schemes, and in your current color scheme you can select highlighting and then either choose one of the predefined colors or create your own color. You can even enter RGB values. Actually, I can just do it like this. Make a slightly less bright yellow, or select from one of these predefined colors. The highlighter does more than just let you mark bytes of a file. It's actually used in many places as discontinuous or discontiguous selection. For example, if you're exporting using Motorola S format, you have the option, which with this checkbox here, to export only the highlighted areas complete with their addresses. And similarly, if you're importing, I can't import because the file's open read only, so I'll just open another file, not read only this time. And if I go import, here we go, there's these options here, which this one is just says to import the records at their address, and this one says to highlight all the imported records. The highlights are also useful when comparing files. If you turn the highlighter on, whenever a difference is found using the compare windows command, then the different bytes are highlighted. I can demonstrate that now with these two files. If I tile them vertically so you can see both of them, move to the top of both files, and I just turn off all the highlights. Now if I turn the highlighter on and press Alt C, notice the bytes that it's found that are different are automatically highlighted. Another useful thing is the highlighter context menu. If you right click any highlighted byte, then you see a context menu which has options relevant to the highlighter, and you can actually even customize this menu. Well, I might as well demonstrate that now. If you just go into customize, go into menus and select the highlight context menu, and I've already customized this one with an extra button here, which is the select highlight one. I'll just do it again just to demonstrate. If you go to commands, all commands, select highlight, put that on that context menu. Yeah. Now, one thing you need to watch out for is that there's also a context menu for selection. So if you right click on a selection, you see the selection context menu, which overrides seeing the highlight context menu. Of course, if you close a file and later reopen it, all your highlights are retained. If I just close this file and reopen it, you can see the highlights are still there. The highlight information is stored in HexEdit's so-called recent file list. It will be remembered forever and separately for each user. Of course, if you remove the file from the recent file list, remove, OK, and then you open it again, all the highlights are lost. One final very nice feature that was added in HexEdit 3.5 is the aerial view, which I'll turn on now in a split window. The aerial view gives an overview of the file. Actually, I'll just change to rainbow color scheme. Part of the aerial view is to be able to see which bytes are highlighted. So if just highlight a few, I'm not sure if you can see this, but the highlighted bytes are being shown in the aerial view with marching ants, and you can also show the highlights in the border. It's a bit pale, this yellow, but I think you can see that. So I think you'll agree that the highlighter is pretty useful, and you can do some amazing and cool things with it.